Alright, so let's talk about the remove cover interval. So this is actually pretty straightforward. You have to return the number of the remaining interval, right? So I'm going to talk about how do you actually need to do. So the first thing is you have to sort this array, and then based on the first index, if they are the same, you have to sort based on the second index. And imagine that you have this array, right? And then when you sort, the sort should be what 1 4 2 8 and 3 6, right? So this is after sorting. So and then we know like this interval is actually what in this interval, right? So so which means you don't want this, and then the remainder should be 2, right? So let me draw the diagram. So this is 2 8, right? 2 8, and this is 3 6 3 6, right? Then we know like this the current interval, which is this one, I'm gonna say this should be 1, this should be 2. My left one is actually what less than L2, and my right one is actually what greater than R2, right? So if this is happening, you don't want this. And you basically can just keep track of the deletion interval, right? And then later on you will say the total minus the deletion, and then you will actually need to return the remaining, right? You will get a remaining. Now here's one of the situation. So what if you don't have an interval that is within the boundary? So again, 2 6, imagine here, and this is 7 10. If you don't have it, then the situation is like this. Uh, my right one, which is actually less than L1. If this is happening, I can just update my L and R to this one, right? So this is a second scenario, and the final scenario is going to be like this. Imagine I have 3 right here. This should be 5. Sorry, 5, 5 to 7. So you definitely need to keep both of the array, both of the interval. Sorry, both of the interval, right? But how do I actually determine this? So I would say, okay, this should be what my R1 is actually greater than L1, but my R1 less than R2, right? Then I just have to update my R2, and this is it. And let me start coding. So again, you need to sort, right? So right, the size is correct. So sort, correct, interval, and then a comma b, and then I need to too many parentheses. A comma b, and then if a0 is actually equal to b0, right? If this is true, then I will sort based on 1, the first index, from largest to smallest. Else, I'm going to say the smallest to greatest. Alright, so now if I have a left, I'm going to initialize my left to the first interval. And second, 1, right? So left equal to 0, 0, right equal to 0, 1. And I will traverse. Okay, no, not yet. I will have an n equal to what? Interval start length, and also deletion equal to 0. So deletion represents the number of the interval you have to delete. So at the end, you have to return n minus deletion, right? So I will traverse from 1 to n I plus plus. Alright, so again, I need to take out my current left from the interval. So you can show me the intervals at I A0, right? Current right equal to interval I at 1, right? So if the left is actually less than equal to the current left, right? And also current right is actually what? Uh, Less than equal to the right. So which means the current interval should be this, right? Which is within the boundary of the left and right. So the deletion plus plus. Alright, so next one. I'll see. My right is actually greater than my current left, and also right is actually less than current right. So which means this will be the situation that the right is going to be like this. This is right. This is current left. This is current right. Okay. My right is actually greater than current left, and right is actually less than current right. So I will update my right equal to current right. All right. Last scenario. I'll see. Right is actually less than um, current left, right? If this is happening, right? So this is my interval, and this is my current interval, right? L and R. So if the current left and current right here, if R is already less than the current left, I can just update that L to current left, R to the current right. So left, right. Sorry, am I spelling this correctly? Current left, right, equal to current right. And this is a solution. So let me submit. So hopefully I don't make a typo. So this is right. Deletion. Spell this wrong. Oh, I spelled this wrong. Sorry for the mistake. I made a typo a lot. All right. Sorry for the mistake. So definitely you definitely catch my mistake already, but no matter what, right? So this should be a time complexity, and the space complexity should be a constant. You don't allocate any space. This is nothing. So this is also time, the for loop. So we have to pick the worst case, right? So sorting is definitely the worst case for the time. So it's going to be n log n. N represent the length of the interval. And this is all of n, right? So all of n is actually less than n log n. So the worst case for the time is going to be n log n. Space is constant. Again, I mean, sorry for the typo. And you definitely know like what's my mistake, but whatever. And this question is pretty standard, and I will see you next time. Bye.